Welcome to my Floss Tube channel. I'm Deanne from Newfoundland, Canada, and this is Stitching on the Rock. Welcome everyone. Thank you for anyone who has watched, liked, subscribed, commented on my previous videos. I really appreciate it. I'm still really new at this, so to see people commenting and liking my videos, it means a lot to me. So let's see, what can I tell you about today? It's Thursday, March 24th. It's unusual for me to video in the middle of the week, but schedule has been a little topsy-turvy over the last couple of weeks. I went on a scrapbooking retreat 2 weekends ago, and usually my son's dad and I switch weekends. He's with me one weekend, with him next weekend, but we doubled up. We've actually done it a couple of times so that I can do my scrapbooking retreats, which is really great of him. I appreciate it so much. So he was with me last weekend, and he's with me again this weekend. So scrapbooking. Videoing on the weekend is a little difficult because he's next door to my craft room and he's playing his video games and I'm trying to record and I'm bothering him and he's bothering me. So that didn't work. And then this week he's supposed to be with his dad Tuesday night and Thursday night. And then Tuesday night we had a virtual Zoom meeting with a program that our son is involved with in school. It's just a parent information video. So why take Aaron to his place and go on the Zoom meeting and me here on the Zoom meeting? So he brought takeout and 3 of us stayed here. And then tonight, instead of going to his dad's, he's now actually gone to my sister's, my sewing sister's, because it's parent-teacher interview night. And once again, why have his dad at his house and me here when we're talking to the same teachers? So he's coming and I'm going to cook supper for the 2 of us while we chat with his teachers. He's doing really well in school academically. He brought his report card home this week and he had an overall 92 average. That's just a little mom bragging. So that's really good. But we just want to check in with math and English and, you know, the main subjects and see if there's anything else he needs help with. And then last night, he went to his dad's last night, so he took him on the night that he's supposed to be here. But I found in my last video the lighting was really bad and I taped at night, so I'm trying in the daytime while he's gone. I think the lighting is better. We got through Sheila's brush, which is my little Newfoundland thing for you today. Usually a day or 2 after St. Patrick's Day, we have what we hope is the final storm of the year, and it's called Sheila's brush. It's a little folklore thing. We had about 10 centimeters on the 20th, so I guess that qualified. Legend says that Sheila was Patrick's wife or girlfriend, and they say that for the brush she's sweeping out the last of the winter. Knock on wood. I still expect snow in June. We've had such an amazing winter. We had 2, maybe 3, you know, like need a plow to clear the roads. We had a couple of delayed openings for school. One was an hour delayed and the other one was a 3-hour delay. But other than that, you know, we get 5 centimeters here or there, which is nothing here considering a couple of years ago we had what was known as Stormageddon, and everything was shut down here for like 2 weeks. So we're doing okay. So just this is a cross stitch channel, but I just like to share a couple of my other little hobbies. So this was my right done find last week. It says lost socks. So it's kind of big, but I usually just throw the socks in there until we run out, and then I have to pair them up. And for my scrapbooking retreat, I thought I'd show you a couple of layouts I did. I've been working on our vacation from last summer. We went to Grossmore National Park over on the west coast of Newfoundland. So this one they're both 2-page layouts, but I'll show them to you one at a time. This is walk. That's my son and I in the picture. Yes, he's actually taller than I am now at 14, which didn't take much. I'm not very tall. But this is Western Brook Pond, and it's a boat tour of an interior pond that I don't have the description of it. I should have brought what it says about it, but it was built, it was created by fjords and that type of thing. And so there's a 20-minute trail walk into the boat tour into this pond, interior pond. The walk in is lovely. The walk out after the boat tour, not so much. But anyway, so that's the first page, and then the adjoining page was just some pictures I took on the trail. So I've got about 10 or so layouts left, and the album will be finished. So I have some beautiful pictures from on the pond, so hopefully I'll have them scrapbooked by the next time I have a retreat. And then this is Lobster Head Cove Lighthouse. It was a beautiful spot, but it was really, really gray and foggy the day we were there. And that's the other page. So that's that. That's amazing. No sea glass. I've been sea glassing since my last video that I showed some. Maybe this weekend that'll be nice enough. We'll see. So on to stitching. So this was great to hold all my stuff. I had an unexpected start and finish last weekend. I happened to be on Facebook, and the Stitching 911 Facebook group had a stitching challenge for the weekend of doing something like St. Patrick's Day related. I couldn't think of anything in my work in progress, but I have a ton of freebies that I get sent along with my orders. Sometimes the NLS send freebies. So this was from, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 years ago, and it's just shamrock. So it's not fully finished. I went to the fabric store a couple of days ago because I wanted to get some fabric for my sewing sister to make me some more bags, and they had their Christmas stuff 50% off. I knew, and I didn't care. I don't care what fabric it is. I'll use Christmas bags in July. And I looked at the St. Patrick's Day fabric they had there, and one little piece to finish that into a pillow was going to cost me just as much as 2 pieces to do bags. So I said, well, I guess I won't be doing that right now, but I may try and get to there's a couple of quilting stores in town that I don't visit because I don't quilt, but I might see if I can find some remnant or something that I can use to finish it. Okay, so Mirabilia March, 3 weeks in, doing pretty good. Well, other than the weekend that I was at the scrapbooking retreat when I didn't stitch at all, except I did stitch a little bit. I took Waiting for Santa, like I said I was going to do with me, and I got like maybe 3 threads into it. So I think I have a picture of where it was before I went, and here he is now, and I've got his body down to the bottom of the stocking, so almost there with that. I just sat down and spent like a couple of hours at it. I'd have it finished. I know that, and I will next month. And so I'm doing, well, I'll show you what I'm working on right now. This is my 2-snap Ada. So I'm, glare, let's see if we can get it. So I'm stitching on this wing. I think it's this wing. Maybe this one, but it's down here like around her arm and that I'm working on. And you know, I had problems. I had to frog a bit with her before, but I have, here's where I am. So I've stitched this and I've stitched this. So I'm going to spend another day today probably on her, and then move on to next, bring back Circle of Friends, because that's a new start and I'm not getting as much. Well, I got some done on her, but it was skin, and skin is almost as boring as white. But there's Circle of Friends. And so last time I had just a little bit done on it. and I'm working on the girl in the middle, the one that's back on. So there she is. So I've got, you know, the bottoms of her dress, and I'm working on her arms and her neck, and we seem to be getting a glare. Oh, let's not do that. So there we go. And oh, Ada is worked on a 28 count. Just bring her back. 28 count opalescent, so you should be able to see the sparkle on her. Not sure what the die cup name is, but I'm pretty sure it's Silk Weavers. And Circle of Friends is done on 28 count linen in a color called Boo. And then we have Mermaids of the Deep Blue, which is 28 count even weave. And it's an aqua color. And I'm working on, oh, let me show you the picture of the pattern. There we go. I'm working on this mermaid right here. And I have where the page turns completed. So her torso and the top of everything, that's all on one page. Page cut is right there. And then the rest of her is on the other page. So the next time I get back, I'll be able to flip the page. I had a bit of trouble with the fin, but I seem to have worked it out. I had to frog it a little bit, but not too bad. And then the last Nora Corbett that I'm working on is the letter D. And here it is. And if you've watched the videos, you know that I have changed all the yellow flowers along here and her dress to pinks. And all the little tiny flowers, which you can barely see along here, that were purple originally, I've changed them to yellow. And it is stitched on 28 count, no, sorry, 32 count Spring Garden by Silk Weavers. And hold it up the right way. Does that look? Yeah, I gotta make sure I'm holding it through. Because it's, yeah, so there you go. See? Oh, it's going really quickly, and I really like it because it's almost like every little flower is a finish. And that's that. So that's my Mirabilias. I'm enjoying doing this, like concentrating on these 4 for the month. But now when next week rolls around and we get to April, they're all going to go back into my work in progress pile, and I'll add everything else back and pull the names like I was doing before out of my whip jar, and continue that for the month of April. And then May rolls around, and look, stitchers know that May is Mania. I follow Needle and Bonnie. I always get her channel, Needle and Thread, Thread and Needle. I always get her channel mixed up. And Small Town Stitches, and last couple of years they've kind of shied away from the word mania due to its connotations with mental health, and I agree with them kind of because my son's dad works in that area. He works for a nonprofit that helps with all kinds of things for people and with mental health issues and that type of thing. So I'm kind of leaning towards not using the word mania. Now, if anybody else wants to use the word, that's their choice, and I have no problem with them doing that. And I understand that it wasn't started with that type of situation in mind. But May is my birthday month, and May is Mother's Day, and I'm a mom. So that's 2 days I have in that month that sort of celebrate me. So May is going to be all about me month. And so I have picked out 5 starts. One for each week and one for my birthday. The birthday one's a little bit bigger. The other four are smaller starts, something I don't usually do, but I've been binge watching the Real Housewives of Cross Stitch. Can't talk today, sorry. Priscilla and Chelsea. They're a mother and daughter, if you don't know who they are, and they have designs. They are in needle workshops, but they also have an Etsy store where you get PDFs of their charts, and there are a lot of small things. Some of them aren't my style. I don't want to say they're a bit too cutesy for me, but they both collect Rae Dunn, so they have a number of charts, quite a few charts that have Rae Dunn inspired mugs and bowls and those types of things, and that is my style. So a few of them are going to make their way into my stash, but I'm not starting any of those in May. But I want to get into the mindset of doing a few more smalls and a few more things that I can have finished, even though I love the full coverage. But if I can get PDFs that I can get into Pattern Keeper, I shouldn't have any issues with the smalls. My problem is seeing the charts. So hopefully that'll work out, and I'll link them below if you haven't visited their channel. Like, they have over 240 videos. I haven't watched all, like, back in the beginning, but I have watched a lot of them while I stitch, and they're a lot of fun. Yeah, so that's sort of in my head, and but now a lot of their charts, they stitch on black, although they say you can stitch on anything. I do like them on the black. I'm not sure how I'm gonna be able to manage that with my eyesight. You know, I have squat my glasses somehow or not, stretched them. I don't know how, and they keep slipping, so that's why I keep fixing them. I gotta get to a store and get them fixed. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna try in May, throughout that All About Me month, to post a video every week. Let's see how it goes. I started in March thinking I was gonna post one every week for Mirabilia March, and I tend to procrastinate. Like, I want to make a video. I know I should make a video. It's just getting around to making the video. So I guess that's about all I have to say for this one. Hopefully I'll get back to you, if not at the end of March, early April, to show you all I progressed with my Mirabilias. Alright, see you all later. Bye.